The purpose of this podcast is to educate and inform. It is no substitute for professional care by your doctor or your qualified healthcare professional. Never disregard or delay professional medical advice because of something you've heard on this podcast or in any linked material. Guests who speak on this podcast express their own opinions, experience, and conclusions. Dr. Shirley neither endorses nor opposes any particular opinion discussed on this podcast. The views expressed on this podcast have no relation to those of any academic, hospital, practice, institution, or other entity with which Dr. Shirley may be affiliated.
Welcome to Forever Fab, the podcast on fashion, the art of living, and all things beauty. This podcast is curated by Dr. Shirley Madhere, MD, as the definitive source of holistic wellness through beauty.
Hey there, it's Dr. Shirley. Welcome to 15 Minutes of FAB, a segment of the Forever Fab podcast where I review products, services, and experiences in 15 minutes or less. I have been known to just sort of wax poetic and go on 15 minutes or less about whatever. That's what 15 Minutes of FAB is all about. If you don't have time to sit in or tune in to my full-length podcast, then check this out. Check out 15 Minutes of FAB. Some have considered it truth and beauty, plastic surgery secrets, or as a nerdy or academic take on wellness and beauty. Whatever you consider it, you may, as you wish, but my aim is to encourage you and engage you as a credible and authoritative voice in most, if not all, aspects of beauty and wellness, including products, wellness services, technologies, new scientific research, and innovations in plastic surgery. As the founder of Holistic Plastic Surgery, my approach to beauty is through a lens of wellness that's grounded in science, backed by medical study and research, strengthened by my clinical experience, and bolstered by surgical training with the use of principles and techniques of plastic surgery. I mean, come on. I feel uniquely qualified to talk with you about beauty, wellness, aesthetics, and plastic surgery, as well as products and services within those spaces, not only because of my extensive training and expansive background, but also because I'm one of you. Many of the human issues around aging and being a fierce fab person, as well as an agent for positive change, I live these too. You're not alone. So together, we can help the world to become a more beautiful and forever fab place. So, that said, let's get started. As part of my philosophy of holistic plastic surgery, where I believe that beauty emanates from within, wellness plays an integral role in my practice. In the new year, spoiler alert, I'm launching Top Fab Tips. I actually haven't decided. Should I call it Fab Tips, Top Fab Tips, or just Top Tips? Either way, it's a series of beauty how-tos and quick, easy-to-read digital products. Look for these Top Fab Tips or Top Tips on foreverfabpodcast.com and elementsandgraces.com. Here's a free example of what you'll get. Today, I'm talking about eyelash care. Who knew? Like, little things do mean a lot. Eyelashes account for a small percentage of body surface area. However, they're important in 3 different roles. They protect the eyes, they're involved in communication, and they're actually a universal symbol of beauty. As with all hair on the body, eyelashes are subject to the same factors that promote and interfere with general hair growth. So, eyelashes also grow in 3 phases. I'm sure you're familiar with some of these. The anagen stage is the active growth phase. And for eyelashes, this extends to a short 30 to 45 days, as opposed to scalp hair, which may stay in this phase for up to 6 years. The following stage is catagen, and that's the period during which the hair no longer grows and prepares to rest. So it's like the resting phase. And this phase lasts 2 to 3 weeks for eyelashes. Finally, the stage during which eyelashes fall out is called telogen. And this phase may be 100 or more days in duration. When eyelashes fall out, though, they do regrow. But if eyelashes are lost or pulled during the active or anagen growing phase, the hair will take longer to regrow and in some instances may not grow back at all. If, however, the eyelashes are lost or plucked during the telogen phase, then the eyelashes may seem to regrow faster, since the life cycle of the hair is not necessarily interrupted. It's interesting, right? So, there are a number of ways to stimulate eyelash growth. And as a plastic surgeon who practices using a holistic approach to health and wellness, I believe that beauty radiates from the inside out and is complemented by external care. So, here are my top 10 tips. Top tips, there you go, for helping to create beautiful lash effects. Number 1, eat well. Good nutrition is the first rule of beauty. Foods that are rich in antioxidants will help eyelashes, and frankly all hair, to grow. Antioxidants help to reduce inflammation and reduce the damage that may be caused by a number of stressors, free radicals, and other adverse negative conditions. Also, green leafy vegetables are a good source of antioxidants, as are fruits, cherries, pears, and fish and nuts. Number 2, take your vitamins, ideally sourced from whole, non-processed foods. Particularly vitamin Bs, or the B complex vitamins, and vitamin H, or biotin, are known to stimulate hair growth. Vitamin D also helps the body to absorb calcium, which is essential for healthy thyroid function. The thyroid gland in your neck produces a peptide hormone, CGRP, that helps hair to grow. So, thyroid health, and therefore no or little stress and critical stress management, are essential for healthy hair and eyelash growth. Did you know that the thyroid is one of the organs that helps to manage and dissipate stress? Interesting, right? So if you are mad stressed, it stands to reason that your thyroid is going to be thrown off, and therefore, because thyroid is involved, a healthy thyroid is involved in the hair growth cycle, you may lose hair. Now, foods rich in B complex vitamins include brightly colored fresh fruits and eggs. And foods containing healthy amounts of biotin include sardines, bananas, and whole grains. Nutritious sources of calcium include yogurt and cheese. Now remember what Hippocrates said, let food be your medicine, and medicine be your food. I kind of stick more to the first part, let food be your medicine. Therefore, before committing to a diet that's rich with lash-growing foods, you really should check with your nutritionist or physician or healthcare provider to be certain that you have no specific food allergies, which would totally counter the effects of what you're trying to do to grow your lashes. Okay, number 3, lubricate your lash line. Now, internally and externally. The second rule of beauty is adequate hydration. So topically, in terms of lubricating your lash line, you can apply a thin layer of olive oil, castor oil, emu oil for some people who can tolerate it, or petroleum jelly for some people who, again, can tolerate it, on a cotton swab or a Q-tip. And you can do that nightly along the base of the eyelashes to help stimulate growth, or pretty much to help condition the eyelashes. Of course, if any irritation occurs on the skin or around the eyes, wash that stuff out immediately with copious amounts of warm water, and obviously call your physician. Now, internally, what you can do is eat more omega-3 fatty acids or fish oils, and those promote improved absorption of vitamins A, D, E, and K, and they help to stimulate healthy hair growth, including at your lashes. Tip number 4. Employ effective lash care. You should use a reliable routine to prevent excessive eyelash hair loss or shedding. And these are some of the steps. So these are like the tips within the tips. These are the steps that you can take for effective and healthy lash care. You can remove your makeup completely First with eye makeup remover, then by washing with a cleanser, and maybe then rinsing it all off with water. Extra virgin olive oil or calendula ointment may also be applied on a cotton swab to gently remove eyelash extensions if you have that, and the same can go for mascara. Personally, I have a 5-step makeup remover routine, and not only is it thorough, but it is super nourishing. Contact me through the website if you want those 5 steps. The other thing that you can do is to brush your eyelashes regularly to remove any residual debris from the makeup or from the environment, and to prevent your lashes from clumping together, morning and evening. Another thing you can do is you can keep eye makeup tools and eyelash brushes clean to help prevent infection of the eye or sensitive tissues around the eye. If you get your makeup done by a makeup artist, be sure that the makeup artist's brushes and tools are sanitized and super clean. Very important. Condition your eyelashes to help lashes stay strong and promote healthy conditions to encourage hair growth. And you can also rest your eyelashes. I give them a break by avoiding eye makeup, mascara, lash extensions, etc., and all the fancy things that we do for and around our eyes. Try to give your lashes a rest for at least 2 to 3 weeks at a time. And this period of rest will help to reduce the premature eyelash hair loss and allow your lashes to recover, right? Every part of your body needs a little rest and regeneration time. So think about that for your lashes too. Tip number 5, be safe. Visit your physician or ophthalmologist or healthcare provider that you trust before using any product on your eyelashes or near your eyes. Keep all applicators clean and sterile, and do not get any product into the eyes unless it's specifically like a prescription or, eye drops or something. But other than that, keep everything away from your eyes. If product does enter your eyes, wash thoroughly with copious amounts of warm water. And of course, seek immediate medical attention if, the irritation and the inflammation don't go away immediately. Number 6, look at the whole picture. Be sure to take care of your eyebrows too, right? Because they frame your eyes. Keep your eyebrows neat and trim. And some eyelash growth stimulators actually may be also applied to the eyebrows to help fill in areas of sparse hair growth. Also, healthy skin is important to maintaining a holistic beauty image. So you may have the most fabulous eyelashes ever. But again, take a look at the whole picture, the frame, your eyebrows, and your skin. Tip number 7, give your lashes unconditional love. Some products condition the lashes rather than actually stimulate hair growth. And it's an important distinction. So lash conditioners may be used alone or on a nightly basis as a complement to help keep natural lashes healthy, especially when used in combination with eyelash extensions. Now, using products in combination with eyelash extensions, that's a yes for some people and that's a no for other people. You should probably talk to the person who put the eyelash extensions on for you and determine whether or not there are any products that are safe to use with the extensions so that you obviously don't lose all your money's worth of extensions. Tip number 8, see your plastic surgeon or dermatologist for extra help. Now, if you are interested in prescription strength eyelash growth, consult with your physician about Latisse or, believe it or not, eyelash hair transplants. Now, where would eyelash hair transplants be harvested from? They're actually taken from the back of the scalp. So, while results have been impressive with the product and the procedure, not everyone is a candidate. And of course, results may vary. Now, these may be extreme cases, at least in terms of the eyelash transplants. But prescription strength eyelash growth serum, one of them being named Latisse, is something that is available to anyone with a consultation by a physician. So you may want to look into that if you want to go that extra mile. Tip number 9, extend the look. Now, if you are going to add eyelash extensions, be certain to go to a reputable facility or person that practices healthy protocols and maintains the cleanest of standards. Remember, these are your eyes. Avoid keeping the extensions beyond the time that's recommended, and keep your lash line conditioned nightly or every other night, again, depending on what your lash extension person tells you. And when removing the eyelash extensions, be super careful to use an approved oil or method, and to use care not to pull out natural eyelashes prematurely. Of course, if any irritation or adverse negative eye symptoms occur, irritation, redness, swelling, pain, inflammation, etc., see your physician promptly. And top tip number 10, I like that. Top tip 10, smile often. Attractiveness is enhanced when you radiate warmth and kindness. And a smile is also a universal expression of beauty and helps your eyes to shine. So, this concludes this episode of 15 Minutes of FAB and the introductory top tips, this one related to lash effects. If you like this episode of 15 Minutes of FAB on the Forever Fab podcast, please share it and subscribe to the feed. Listen to past episodes or check out what's coming up next on foreverfabpodcast.com. And if you enjoy listening to the Forever Fab podcast, including 15 Minutes of Fab, get more audio and visuals with a membership through Patreon. Choose Gold, Platinum, or Diamond tier for premium added content, special co-host, lifestyle videos, branded merchandise, and more by visiting patreon.com/foreverfab. And if you're the founder or represent a beauty brand and want to be featured on an episode of the Forever Fab podcast segment of 15 Minutes of Fab, send me some stuff. Visit foreverfabpodcast.com and fill out the contact form. If you are a stylist or fashion designer, I invite you as well. Please visit foreverfabpodcast.com and fill out the contact form. For general holistic beauty tips or to set up an appointment with me to discuss your personalized options for leveling up your beauty, go to elementsandgraces.com to sign up for my newsletter and purchase your top tips, coming soon. For an online e-consultation on time, anytime, and on your time, visit clicklift.com for your wellness, plastic surgery, and beauty questions on the go. That's click-lift, L-F-I-L-I-F-T, click-lift.com. It's time for the elevated house call. Jet Set Beauty RX offers beauty on-call services near your home or other domicile, delivering beauty in the privacy of a medically equipped mobile aesthetics unit. Reserve at jetsetbeautyrx.com. Thank you for listening to this week's Forever Fab podcast episode of 15 Minutes of Fab. Until next time, stay beautiful inside and out, and stay forever fab.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of Forever Fab, the podcast on fashion, the art of living, and all things beauty, curated by Dr. Shirley Madhere, MD. Live beautifully and help make the world a more beautiful place.